Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the vlog. So over the past week, being in quarantine, I've learned a lot of things about myself. And so I thought I would share those with you. I've learned that I can't keep my room clean to save my life. I thrive when there's a little bit of a mess going on everywhere. The one rule growing up was that you at least need to be able to get from your bed to the door, which I can do. But there's little clumps of mess kind of all around the room. It's not as bad as it could be. I think that's partly because I actually have a laundry basket in my room right now, but I honestly have no desire to clean any of this. I mean, maybe organize it a little bit so it's not as spread out, but really that's it. I've learned that I process my feelings in an interesting way, and being kind of isolated and alone in my room tends to have me go one way on the spectrum of dealing with things as opposed to the way I normally go, because normally I'm able to, if I start to get kind of down or anything like that, or kind of feel in a fog, I can go somewhere and do something to try and fix it. In quarantine, haven't been able to do that. The other day I very literally just wore a long sleeve shirt over a hoodie and crawled up and laid in my bed and stared out the window for most of the day. Thankfully, I have amazing friends who will call me and make me feel better, and I have a hilarious family. We've had like a whole family Zoom call with everybody from like the Philippines and all across the country, and it was so much fun, and that made me feel a lot better too. But I've learned that being stuck in isolation, if I have the choice of doing something destructive or something not destructive, I choose the least destructive option. That's not good, but in my head it's justified because I'm like, it's not as bad as it could be. I've come to learn that I need a schedule to at least keep my sleeping on track, because my regular sleep schedule now is turned into going to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning and waking up noon the next day, and that's not okay at all. Like, it's not okay, and I need to fix it, but I haven't fixed it. So that's an issue. My sleep schedule is all over the place because I have no schedule for every day. I tried to make a schedule of like, okay Taylor, you're gonna wake up at this time and then you're gonna do this, and like this is your schedule of the day, and it worked for one day. And every other day after that I was like, nope, no schedule. We're just gonna see what happens. In the past 2 or 3 days I spend a lot of my day laying in bed, sleeping, and watching TikToks and watching Bon Appetit YouTube videos. To kind of conclude this, what I learned in quarantine, basically I learned that I am a person who needs a little bit of a schedule. I definitely use like going places and doing things as a way to combat the negative parts of my mental health. I like to kind of just be out. I don't love being in my room. Like, there are definitely times that I need to just be alone in my room, things like that, but not every day. I can't do it. I realized I'm very much a person who does not like that. I'm hoping that I can use this time to grow and get better, when normally I say I don't have time to get better. I don't have time to work on these things because they're so insignificant. Like, they're not that detrimental. But now I have time to basically get me used to having a schedule and just being more productive. What's the word? It's like self-reliant, self-structured, self-something, basically. Self-disciplined, that's what it is. Basically just work on my self-discipline, which is something that I have very little of. I have self-discipline and like responsibility and like all of those things when it comes to work and things for other people. But when it comes to anything personal for me, I just throw everything out the door because I don't need it. Or at least I think I don't. But clearly, I do. Last night at around 4:30 in the morning, I walked into my parents' room and I said, Mom, Dad, I think I'm having a heart attack. Which is nothing to laugh about, but just, I wasn't having a heart attack. I had chest pain and like my left, like right here, there was some pain, and I spent 30 minutes prior to walking into their room researching, am I having a heart attack? And all of the things said, if you think you're having a heart attack, you should probably go to the hospital. But I'm like, I'm not really having a heart attack. I don't want to go to the hospital. My mom told me to do some stretches, and as soon as I did it, I felt better. I don't know if it was the fact that it was 4 o'clock in the morning that I immediately thought I was having a heart attack, or if I'm just paranoid about everything now. I will suggest though, if you don't know what the signs or symptoms of having a heart attack are, like look it up, because I thought I knew and I knew very little, so inform yourself. So I've been obsessed with the TikTok whipped coffee lately, and I've been drinking too much coffee because of it. I want to see if it works with tea. I feel like this is gonna work, but I do not know. Because tea is literally tea and water. There's gotta be something. It's instant coffee.
Instant,
sugar and water.
What's an instant coffee that?
I don't know. It's just coffee, but it doesn't work with regular coffee. It only works instant, and I don't understand.
What are the ingredients?
I really thought I was onto something with this, but I am not. I know it smells so good now. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it.
Well, can you make it into regular tea?
I'm gonna have to strain this.
Yeah. Like lemonade out of lemons.
There's like a little bit of
You gotta make
milk in
lemonade out
here.
of lemons.
I don't know what to do. Good morning. It's actually 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I did wake up at 11:30 today. Have I left my bed at all? Except for to pee at 11:30, which is why I got up at 11:30. It's now 8 o'clock. It's now 8 o'clock. I fell asleep. Today is one of the days where I've just been sleeping all day. I swear this doesn't happen every single day. Normally I wake up at 2 and then I'm like awake. Today, I woke up at 2, I ate some food, read some of my book, and then slept. The only reason I'm up is because Tara texted me because we're playing a game. And this is fun. I'm also very, very thirsty, so I should get some water. Sure, I'll answer the call. Hello! Well, that was fun. That was a good excuse for me to wake up. Except now I fear that I'm just gonna be awake for the rest of the night. Maybe I make some coffee and just stay up until 8 p.m. tomorrow. That could work. So, I'm eating dinner. I made some potatoes and Mom made chicken piccata. And that's what's happening. My sleep schedule lately has been wake up at 2 p.m., go to bed at 5 a.m., and like so on and so forth, and that's just how it goes. Tessa Violet came out with a music video for her song Bored, and after it came out, and I listened to the song a million times to help her get those music video views, I realized I really am staying up too late just so I can stay awake. Because I don't have anything to do. I want to tell it because I think it's funny, but I don't think it's going to translate well.
You're having too much fun laughing.
I just keep thinking about it.
Just played Jackbox for the first time as a family. And we had a really good time.
Some more than others.
Okay, I can tell it now.
But we had a hoot.
We played the bracket game where you like fill things out and it makes a bracket.
You submit words and they compete against each other.
And so we got to the final round, which was a triple blind, which basically they ask you to input one thing, and then each round they change what the category is that you're voting for, but the words stay the same. So the first category, it was like, okay, type in an adjective that ends with Y. Except for one of mine, I put Abby. Because the previous round someone put Mark Hamilton as an animal, so I was like, well, everything's an option now. So I put Abby, and I started dying laughing. And then I forgot the categories were gonna change. So the category it changed to was best name for a grizzled truck driver. We have all these options like bubbly, sticky, scarily, and everybody picked Abby. I didn't think it was gonna go far. I was like, I just needed to win one round, just one round, win Abby, so right? So the next round was name of an Oscar-winning movie with Meryl Streep in it or something, and I was like, no way it's gonna get past this. Like, I did not feel confident about it. But it made it past that one, and I was like, okay, so it's the final round. And the two words we had to choose between were Abby and sticky.
And wait, the category
The category. The category.
The capillary.
The capillary. The category was best thing to get tattooed above your junk. And it was between Abby and Sticky. And Abby won. And I haven't been able to stop laughing about it since I first put Abby in as the adjective. The best part was the fact, so like I've been laughing since I typed it in, and Ryan was like, what are you dying at? Like, why are you laughing so hard? And I didn't find out about Abby until the second bracket. And once it showed up, Ryan looked at me and was like, oh! You know, I think, because this is not sleep deprivation, I woke up like 3 hours ago.
Right.
I think this is the amount of caffeine running through my body right now. I just want to document that. Welcome to Sunday at 2 a.m. Well, technically it's Monday at 2 a.m., but like Sunday. You know what I mean. You understand how time and dates work, all of that. I'm ending the vlog here. I've been kind of lost with making videos lately because I haven't really been making them, so this was my like attempt at getting back into it. But just like a quick recap of everything going in, just like a quick, here's just like a quick recap of everything going on in my life right now. Everything closed. I'm clearly not in Orlando. I'm home in Newport Richie. And I'm not working at Kate Spade and Sephora because the stores are closed. I was let go from Sephora because COVID. I'm currently still being paid by Kate Spade, but if COVID things keep going on, then that might change. We don't know. I'll find out. As soon as I came home from Orlando, learned that all the stores closed, didn't know what was happening, I started applying for jobs because I, one, needed to look for a new job anyways so that I could actually make a little bit more money and look for something more full-time. And two, if Disney is closed and I can't work at the store, I need another job. So I started looking for some other things because I knew things were going to be happening. And with that, I ended up actually finding 2 jobs. One is a retail services job where essentially I go into the stores and rearrange the books and the magazines and things like that. Another one is working in customer service at a call center for Cigna. So I actually start training for those in like the next week or so. So that's like what's going on in my life right now. All moving plans have been put on hold really until Disney reopens. So I might just continue to crash with my cousin or talk to her about moving in with her. I don't really know. I want to see what happens in the next week or so. If things start to reopen again in June, then I don't really think I need to worry about it. But if things aren't starting to reopen again in June, then I might be a little more stressed. It's been nice to be home, but it's kind of been annoying not really having anything to do. I'm excited to start working again, but I'm also very aware of the fact that my sleep schedule has been so off for the past month. And it's like when you are going back to school at the end of summer and you have to retrain yourself to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning every morning. It's like that, and I know there's going to be a learning curve and it's not going to be fun, but it is what it is, you know. Thankfully the Cigna job, they're allowing me to do my training from home, so like I'll still be in Orlando for the retail services job, but like I won't really have to go somewhere every single day, so that'll help with the learning curve. But yeah, hopefully things can start to get better soon. That's kind of the update on my life. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay inside if you can. Take the necessary precautions, wear masks, wash your hands, be safe, be healthy, support your local nonprofits, all that jazz. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Why does my voice get so deep? I don't understand.
Let's get loud.